Okay, so you spent 45 minutes blow drying, another 45 minutes smoothing with a flat iron, and another 20 minutes adding just a little wave. Basically 2 hours to fix your hair. You step outside and it's all gone in 30 seconds. At the Upper Hand Salon, they take the time to understand why your hair isn't playing along, then apply the correct treatments and products to help maintain and tame your tresses. Rachel Gower is client number 1 at the Upper Hand Salon. She has fine, frizzy, mostly gray hair with extensions combo. All right, because of stylists like Haley McGowan, you'd never know it though. She's about to show us how Brazilian blowouts can be customized for different hair types and lifestyles as well. All right, Rachel.
I'm patient zero for
you
sure.
are, yes, and but when you see you
can't tell.
Absolutely can't tell at all. But
She's
yeah,
my friend though.
No,
but okay.
You naturally have finer hair, which we know has a problem in humidity.
Yes,
And let me first say, if you have naturally curly hair, you can help people define that curl, and they can lean into it in humidity.
Absolutely.
Right?
There's some, we're going to talk about Brazilian blowout today, but I am patient zero because I have kind of the ultimate like perfect storm. It's really fine hair that frizzes, and then on top of that, it's gray.
It started doing that.
It's very gray. No one really knows how gray it is, to be honest.
I saw one of your posts, and then I saw the grow out in your hair, and it was like, and so you said you're about 80% gray.
I think I'm about 80%.
Not ready to go silver fox yet.
No, I'm really, because I don't think it's going to look good on my skin. It does look good with certain people.
Yeah.
But so the Brazilian blowout is actually the best treatment. It literally can change your texture post-gray, post-menopause, whatever the issue is.
It blends all of those things together. And for
together.
you, for example, if you have the wiry gray hair, because you have the fine hair, you want extensions, right? But then the gray is wiry, you have to make it match the extension hair.
That's right. So we do the Brazilian blowout on my hair and on the extension hair. It blends it together, it tames my frizz, it tames my gray, changes the texture of my hair, and I'm good to go. And like from behind, you might think I'm only like 35. And when I turn around, you're like, oh no, I get it now.
But it also cuts down on the styling time.
Oh
so I know I used to beat my hair, beat with heat into submission. And then, but it still would always go back to its natural roots, if you will.
Like really quickly.
I was doing a live shot once in Austin. I was on live news doing a live shot from City Hall, and it was sprinkling a little bit. And then the producer gets in my ear and she goes, "Your hair, it's growing." Because it was like,
just slowly, like a slow grow chia pet thing.
All right. And then there's a Brazilian blowout, but also the Brazilian Blowout Express.
So for people who are like thinking about dipping their toe into this, that's a great way to start. Also for clients who have really super fine hair and they're like really trepidatious about it, that's a great way to start.
Because you're thinking it'll just go flat. Well, it doesn't just go flat. You don't strip it of all his body.
No, and so actually what's happening is you're reinforcing the hair, the health of the hair. So we're putting keratin back into the hair and then smoothing down the cuticles so that we're sealing it in. So actually, like I can remember thinking, oh, I'm not a candidate for this service because my hair is just going to fall flat. And really, it made my hair so much healthier that it would hold the style.
Yeah, because you didn't do sometimes like think with traditional relaxers. Instead, you boosted it. And when we say smooth down the cuticle, what makes hair look frizzy is when the cuticle of your hair is kind of like this, but once you go like that, that's where you get the light reflection, the gloss, and all that type of thing.
Exactly right. You get the shine, manageability, everything. So we have 3 different models to show you today, and they're all so different. So the first one's actually my daughter.
Ava,
and she is, so there's Ava's before. Okay, come on out, Ava. So like you can see, she has kind of like an like curl pattern that's not even, and then some frizz at the end, and then also she has color.
So she knows somebody.
She knows someone. This girl's been getting her hair done since, I don't know, I guess like 9th grade maybe. Like we didn't start too early, but Haley does her hair. And so tell us about her color and her Brazilian.
Okay, so her color is probably about 5 months old, which is great. I feel like whenever we just did her Brazilian blowout, the shine itself makes the color look fresh again as well. 50% of the great part of a blowout is it smooths the hair, makes it shiny, all the things you see when you look at the hair. But if you work out, everything behind the scenes is 10 times easier as well. So the manageability, she used to have to, smooth out her hair all the way with either a round brush or something to smooth that and then go in and style the rest. Now all she has to do is add some curl if she wants, because the rest of that is taken care of.
She pretty much air dries it, and then she's a wizard with that Dyson Airwrap. So she goes in with that and then creates this like really on just air dried hair. So it's so nice. And then what Haley mentioned about it kind of lightens the hair. this can be a double-edged sword. So for someone like Ava, that was a great thing because she avoided getting a whole nother balayage service by the Brazilian lightening it just maybe like half a tone, but for someone else, like that's not good. So you'd want to wait 2 weeks to get your color done.
Yeah. All right. Just want to throw out there. I know that she would struggle with her hair sometimes because she ran track at high school.
Yeah, she was a cross-country runner.
Cross-country, so sweaty, hot, humid. And by the way, my son ran track with you, and he says, "Good morning." All right. Thank you very much. Okay, let's go on to Elise.
Okay, Elise. Okay, so Elise, you guys saw her before picture. This is one of my best friends, and Elise has a lot of hair. It's very curly, and you know she has like a texture kind of like 3BC, so it's really curly, really coarse. And look at a Brazilian blowout on her. Now, a lot of women with textured hair like this, they look at the Brazilian and they're like, that's not going to do anything for me. Like, it's not even going to. But the irony is that if you do that, it's sort of a good jump start, right? If you're a silk press girl, this is a good way to start. Get a Brazilian blowout, and then you can get your silk
much less effort doing the silk press. Yeah, and you still have curl when your hair is wet. You still can have that curly or wavy curly look.
Tell us how difficult it is to do your hair.
I mean, it's like a 2-hour process. So
yeah.
This has been completely life-changing, especially in Houston with the humidity.
Yeah.
It's like you do a silk press and you walk outside and it's gone.
Yeah.
So this has been
But I know you've told
life-changing.
me that you can go a week now, and I know you do heated mat classes.
Yeah.
So like that's kind of incredible.
Okay.
Yeah, this hairline area is like the worst when you're working out and that frizzes out. I have some clients, you know, we were talking about an express.
Yeah.
They will come in and just get their hairline done if they don't deal with it's very, very customizable. So again, like when we're talking about customizing it, I might not have to go over her hair as many passes if we don't want to elongate the curl, but a lot of people feel like their hair is too curly to manage, so you can kind of elongate that curl as well and make it a more desirable style to wear naturally.
Yeah.
As
All
well.
right, let's go to Callie.
So let's see Callie. Okay, so Callie is of Colombian and Mexican heritage, and so her hair is really, really coarse. She's got gorgeous, shiny hair, but she had 2 beautiful babies, and somehow that sucked the shine right out of her hair. I can't imagine. But anyway, so you know, it just was a little dull and just a little frizzy. She doesn't have time to deal with it. But anyway, look at it now. The shine is like megawatt, and she also has this super cute haircut that Carrie did.
Yeah, beautiful.
And it's kind of like a modern shag, and so the Brazilian really gives it all that shine, all the body, and then it helps her to style it. With this type of haircut, if you don't style it, it's not as cute.
Yeah.
And Haley pointed out, if it's frizzy, it's just not cute at all.
Yeah. And how much easier is it to do your hair now? That thick, beautiful hair.
Oh, thank you. It's so much easier.
Yeah.
It's so much. It feels smooth, like I have new hair.
Yeah, like you have new hair.
I mean, and typically people say it cuts your dry time in half.
Yeah.
And yet that's something you can, and then, you know, you really, the more you get the Brazilian blowout, the less frequently you have to do it.
Yeah.
They can last like up to 4 months.
And Haley, even with your hairstyle, and like what I have right now, it's so precise that the minute you get any wave to it, it goes bonkers, right? So this is somebody who wants to wear these kind of crisp, clean hairstyles like that. This is a great thing to do.
It's perfect. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Thank y'all very much.
Thank you.
The stylists at the Upper Hand Salon are skilled in color, cut, style, Brazilian blowouts, and various methods of extensions. And the last time y'all were on, we talked about how to go gray gracefully.
Yes.
That was really cool too.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah, right. But whatever your hair is doing, they can help your hair do it. Or do it better. There are 2 locations, River Oaks and in Memorial at I-10 near 610. To make an appointment, call 713-520-0772. Again, that's 713-520-0772, or log on to theupperhand.com. You can also visit their website at studiohairextensionshouston.com.